Hey loves. It's a bit bright, so I'll have my sunnies on, guys. Anyway, first video, and before I forget, I received a dream download, very specific one, about 3 days ago. By the way, I'm really psychic via my dreams. I receive a lot of downloads, like sentences, specific words, specific images, remote views, and other prophecies in my dream time. So I'll be talking about that a fair bit in future videos, because it's quite wild. I receive information just about every night. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, a few days ago I received a download, a very specific one. It goes, don't forget how powerful you are. You guys, don't forget how powerful you are. So yeah, anyway, so first video, I'll get straight to the point. So of course I've been making all the excuses. Oh no, today I'm tired. Oh no, my phone doesn't work properly. Oh my God, I don't have a mic. It doesn't work, and whatever the excuses are. Actually, earlier I was doing a mermaid swim, and my camera stand actually doesn't even work properly. And I had my phone at the edge of the pool, and I'm like, oh my God, just don't drop the phone in the pool, you know. So I thought, let me just sit here and quickly do this reverse video thing, which does my head in because it's kind of a bit awkward looking at myself. But anyway, I guess I got to get used to that. The lighting's going a bit fleshy, so we'll just see how this goes. But anyway, so I don't know what I'm going to call this video. Maybe, I don't know, face your fears, or face your fear and do it anyway. As 3 months ago, you know, I didn't know that I would be recording and starting my YouTube channel. So here I am, and I've been sitting with this for a few months. Getting the courage, building the courage, you know, to make a start. And I'm just like, Source won't leave me alone. Because what you resist will persist, and it's only going to get louder, you know, your calling. It's just going to get louder and louder and louder, and yeah, Source is really onto me. So here goes, you know, face your fear and do it anyway. And what is it? Like, I've been sitting with this and analysing fear, and really most of us are just afraid of what people will think of us. You know, they'll judge us and criticize us and whatever else these false versions of people do and say. It's kind of sad that we live in a world, we live in a society where most people out there will just, you know, yeah, they judge and criticize, and or they have envy, or yeah, you know what I mean. It's just sad that when we level up, that the others, it's like they get triggered. It's like we shine on their shadows, or we highlight their stagnation. Because really, they want to be able to do it too, but they're not willing to push past their comfort zone and their fear, and you know, and so they just have a go at us instead. And I just want to say, like, don't you dare, you know, dim your light for anyone, because the new earth leaders, light leaders, heart leaders, we're not going to be dimming our light to match anyone's core wounds, you know. So yeah, so basically, face the fear and do it anyway, but fear is just an illusion. And when you think about it, what are we afraid of really? Okay, because the people that criticize us, or they get triggered, or they judge us, you know, for being authentic and, you know, being our true selves, well, they're operating from a false self, and the false self is the EMI, the ego mind identity, ego identity, however you want to refer to it. And the ego mind just, it reacts and it judges. Yeah, you know. So why would we be afraid of that? Like, why would we be afraid of the other aspects of ourselves, or the others? Because everyone is just us pushed out. And you know, when you think about it, like, everyone is God, everyone is source in that respect, right? Like, there's no separation. So, and you know, and when I say that, like, obviously the majority are operating from their false versions, right? Still in identification. So, and you know, they're the ones who are going to get triggered, and they're going to try and you know, dim our light and so forth. So why would we be afraid of that? I mean, the EMI doesn't know shit. You know what I mean? And then the beings who are operating in their true self, from their true authentic version, well, they're going to love it. Like, they're not going to they're not going to judge us. Yeah, you know what I mean? They're going to appreciate our uniqueness. So when you think about it, what's there to be afraid of? So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So anyway, guys, I hope that makes sense. Might be a little bit rough around the edges there, you know what I mean? But yeah, first video, I'll get the hang of it. I've got to get a proper stand, camera stand, and in the middle of setting up my studio, and yeah, you know, getting there. But yeah, it's the time is now, you know. The time is now. I mean, we can make all the excuses under the sun, and let the fear hold us back, and yeah, nah. So anyway, guys, I'll see you again soon.